Imagine if you're spending over 4 million a month just because you don't want to skill your worker. Will you still be in business? Hey, farmers and friends, welcome back to Farm Tips Prime, your gateway to a greener pasture. Before we go into today's topic of how to handle new stock at your farm, a big thank you to our dedicated viewers. If you're new here, you have just stumbled upon the ultimate resource of agricultural enlightenment. Let's cultivate success together. So today's topic is about handling new stock at the farm. I know many get challenges when they bring new stock to the farm, but today let's tackle on handling. Don't be surprised if you stock animals when they are in good health, good condition, but when they reach at the farm, they start presenting the following. 1. They start developing nozzle discharge. 2. They start to cough. 3. They don't have appetite. 4. They get diarrhea. Those signs you see doesn't mean that where you have got the animals from, there is a disease. But that is just a condition that happens because of the low body immunity due to stress. When you ship an animal, those are some of the clinical signs that you will see, but those signs can be cleared if they stabilize. In which period? Take a month in the quarantine, and that's the reason why we quarantine them. We want to treat that pneumonia, which really causes that flu, and also treat all the signs during the quarantine time. Keep giving them antibiotics, give them more multivitamins. Multivitamins will increase the metabolism of the body, and the animal will want to eat all the time, because if an animal does not eat, it will not have the energy. But if you give it more feeds, it will attain more energy that it will even use to fight these diseases. So the new animals I told you, keep it with Oxy 20, keep it with multivitamins, feed it very well, reduce on the distance that those animals move because they are already weak. Make sure you spray those animals. Make sure that you deworm them. Make sure that you do vaccinate all the animals when they are still in the quarantine. But if possible, look at the necessary diseases that always attack the area. If the animals are still under quarantine, please don't force them to be bred. Don't force them to come to heat, because some of you might want your animals to come on heat very fast. No, let the body work out itself. If it is feeding, let it feed well, then the body will create its own hormones automatically. But the moment you force it to come to heat, then you will bring problems at your farm. So that is what you need to look at in the quarantine. Make sure you spray, you deworm, you vaccinate, and etc. etc. I think that brief really will help you. Embark on a journey of natural sweetness with Preva's natural honey. Pure, unfiltered, and delicious. From hive to jar, Preva's brings you the golden essence of nature's sweetness. Elevate your moments with the richness of Preva's natural honey. A touch of nature in every drop. Preva's natural honey. Unleash the sweet side of life. Taste the pure goodness. For inquiries and sweet connections, reach us at 0785 772849 or 0742 251542. Elevate your taste with nature's treasure. So my dear farmers, let's have an issue of not having money to stock animals, but let us not be so lazy of not to try. Let us not be too lazy to be weak, because some farmers start by getting good genes, getting good feeds, but the management fail them. That's why I always tell you that if you're putting up the farm, let your workers get at least little training, because some of you people really get disappointed because of few things. 1. You are not sure about the management. Okay, we shall not say that you will have a proper management that you're proud of, because you're dealing with human beings. But keep adjusting. If you see it's working, then move forward. But if you see it's not working, try to look for more other manpower till when you get the right person. But what is making you people lose? You get the goats, you want to force them to come on heat because you want babies, they are still under quarantine, and the moment you get issues, you give up. You lose some two goats, you run away. But the truth is that if we empower the workers and they get skilled from where you're getting the goats, at least let them skill one person on how they have been managing those animals, such that by the time you're taking them to your farm, they already know what to do. If they know what to do, let me give you an example anyway. The vets are available all over the country, but they are in a distance, let's say 2 to 3 kilometers. A vet to come to your place will need some money like over 100,000. And remember, he will not come to treat for one day. So just imagine he was to come like 3 or 4 days. That is a lot of money and that will not make sense for you. Imagine if you're spending over 4 million a month just because you don't want to skill your worker. Will you still be in business? If you skill your worker, the worker will know how to handle those minor things. Then if a vet needs to come in, he will come in to handle maybe like surgery, maybe like vaccination, maybe like genital deworming. But these minor things of, my goat has got a problem with eyes, my goat has got diarrhea, that can be handled by workers. Skill up your workers, your managers, and then don't give up. Just move forward. And there you have it. Another chapter closed here on Farm Tips Prime. A huge thank you to our viewers for turning in and cultivating curiosity alongside us. If you're not part of our growing community yet, hit that subscribe button and join us on this adventure. Signing off with hopes of abundant harvest and endless learning. Happy farming!